Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy E-Man from Healthy Don't Hurt. Just want to do a real quick video on something that made me really sad today. Looks like in the news recently, YFN Lucci has been arrested for murder charges. Apparently, a bystander and a witness has seen him driving the same exact vehicle as the one that had dumped off a body on the side of the road. It was described as a white vehicle, or as a white SUV. And apparently, he was seen and, he matched the description. So he eventually turned himself in, because if you're a celebrity and you get caught in any crossfire, or if people even think you did something, you're in the limelight. They start offering like $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 rewards, and it just gets a little sketchy. So it's always best legally for you to turn yourself in. Even a little Dirk had a case. And that was some pretty strong evidence that they had, and the case is ongoing right now, obviously. But by you turning yourself in, you then get to possibly get out until your trial comes, especially during Corona, where trials are just getting, pushed back for obvious reasons. But it's just something I was thinking. I'm not a big YFN Lucci fan. I know he's a gangster rapper. I've heard a couple of his songs. I've listened to, a couple of his bits and pieces of his album. I've never listened to it all the way through, let alone on repeat. So I don't consider myself a fan. I do listen to a lot of rap music, a lot of gangster rap music, trap music, the whole 9 yards. I just see like this weird pattern. It's like, be broke or drug dealing or in a fucked up situation where you're off paperwork, right? You're making money off paper, and then you go ahead and you find a way to establish yourself inside, an industry. You eventually sign a deal, start doing shows, start getting vehicles, you just chugga, got me some shows, chugga, sign another second contract, chugga, debut album, chugga, I'm on the radio, chugga, and you almost go pop, like your song is so popular that you damn near go pop. And then for some reason, I'm not sure what YFN Lucci's deal. I'm not sure how much his deal was, or how much money he has, but he definitely has enough to not be doing this. He definitely has enough to be investing. He definitely has enough to just not, you shouldn't even be close to criminal activity. And it's really sad. And it's not just him. It's a lot of rappers, a lot of musicians, what they choose to do to keep their credibility, to keep their image, and just to keep the respect, kind of. But I would rather be, instead of you trying to be the next YNW Melly, I'd rather be the next Jay-Z. This has got to stop. You have individuals that could just change an entire community. You could be a pillar, instead of you being such a pawn. Just because you're rapping about killing niggas and dumping bodies doesn't mean you have to be. And of course, the realest niggas that are out here that are doing it are really doing what they're rapping about, of course. But the realists are either dead or in jail, literally. And you can't beat that. You can't. Once you sign a major deal, it's you should probably get a financial advisor, get some eggheads around you, some really intelligent people, even get security too. And that's another thing I don't understand, is a lack of security the rappers have. I'm not sure I don't know the story behind YFN Lucci. I'm sure he had a good reason to body a dude, but you should be put in situations like that. It's not that hard to double your money, whether it's investments, through real estate, through owning a business, through marketing, advertising, whatever it is. It's not that hard as a celebrity to make 1 million turn into 2, or even make 1 million turn into $500,000. So you dumped the body of a dude that no one knows, right? Because we know you. We see you on the radio, right? But the dude allegedly, that everyone's saying that, that they're trying to prove that you killed, we don't even know that dude. And you gave him your time, your resources, your energy, your exposure, and your weakness, because that's your most tender spot, is being in the news negatively. I just don't understand, and I really hope that the next generation of musicians, once they make a certain amount of money, keep it 100 with you. Once you make your first 50, 75, 100 grand, you should just be it's cool to to be with, to talk to the streets, to be in your community. Like, you should never abandon your community, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what made you. You know, your family's in the community, your friends are in the community. You know, people remember you when you were this tall, but that don't mean you gotta be putting yourself in situations where you have no security, making poor decisions, drugs involved, weapons involved without licenses. Like, you're an adult. Like, I understand, living that life is great. It's highly glamorized in the black community, which is very sad. But like, at this point, we just gotta chill, because no other industry does this. No other industry does this. No other industry continues to make millions of dollars and still murder people and sell drugs and have a ridiculous amount of weapons on them. You know, I hope he gets past it. You know, I know he has children, which is also sad, because there's nothing worse than seeing your babies seeing their father get locked up and they throw away the key. And you're a celebrity, so whatever you do, they're gonna make an example out of you. So it's just not a good idea, because, you know, of course they're gonna make an example out of you, because then they're gonna be like, oh, you think that just because you got money you can go and do what you want to do? Yeah, I'll show you. And they're gonna smack that hammer and give you 60 to 80. I just hope it stops, you know. And you have the money, you have enough money, you have enough resources, you know, you got enough money to have somebody teach you how to start a business, how to do some real estate, how to do whatever you need to do to make some additional income. But like, the streets is just not for you. Like, if you were once a shark and you running with the sharks, eventually they're gonna turn on you. Eventually, because you wouldn't even know what that was even over. But I bet it wasn't worth it. He's probably sitting in that jail cell right now, kicking himself. It's time for a change. It's time for a change, man. Hopefully it gets better. Drop a comment below. I ain't even a fan of them, but anybody that makes it in music, I listen to a bunch of music. I've seen a lot of my favorite musicians die, get locked up, you know, just weird scenarios. You know, you don't see other cultures just getting hooked on drugs, shooting people, killing people, getting massive lawsuits. Like, it's almost as if people don't know the law. Like, if you're going to kill somebody, hire a hitman in cash that you pulled out a year ago on a phone that isn't yours, on an account that is made up through a VPN in another country. Like, make it hard. At least make it hard for the feds. Like, y'all just making it too easy. Like, way too easy. Like, we got to do better. We got to do better. Hopefully do better. Thanks for coming to Healthy Don't Hurt. And, you know, this is definitely not good for YFN Lucci's health, and it's definitely going to hurt. Although he says he's a real nigga in prison, he's not afraid. I'm not afraid of jail. Lock me up. Throw away the key. Yeah, you okay. You say that from the seat of a Lambo truck until they toss your ass in that fucking cell for 60 years with no bail. And to the point to where no one's even singing your songs anymore. Like, you're just something to stare at for 5 seconds on Instagram, like YNW Melly fucking flashing gang signs inside your cell. It's just sad, man. Like, how many artists are we gonna have like be at the top of their game and then they just fall? Like, you're below civilians once you go to prison, because a regular civilian working a 9 to 5 might make 40, 50. They could touch their money and they're free. You have millions locked behind the cell. We have to start using our heads. We have to start glamorizing a certain lifestyle. I don't know. Maybe rap music ain't it no more. Maybe we need to start doing country music in the back of pickup trucks. I don't know. But I want to see something different. I want to see something better. Because I want to see us healthy. I want to be healthy. I want y'all to be healthy. I want him to be healthy. I don't want it to hurt. Thanks for coming to Healthy Don't Hurt. Y'all have a good day. Take it easy.